Breaking news alert! There's a major, game-changing update from the Department for Work and Pensions, better known as the DWP, that is set to impact millions of benefit claimants right across the UK. Whether you're already receiving universal credit or other income-related benefits, or planning to claim them in the near future, this is vital information that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. So, sit tight and listen carefully to what could affect your finances profoundly. Welcome to Pensioners Power, your trusted source for everything you need to know about pensions, retirement planning, and financial wellness. Here, we cover the latest news, expert insights, and essential updates to help you maximize your retirement years. Whether it's understanding pension schemes, making the most of your savings, or staying informed about financial changes, you're in the right place. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update. Now, let's jump right into today's topic. Here's the headline. The DWP has officially confirmed that they will now start conducting bank account checks on individuals who hold savings above £6,000. Yes, that's right, your personal bank account could soon come under official scrutiny. This announcement signals a massive shift in the way the government plans to enforce benefit rules, with the overarching goal of cracking down on suspected benefit fraud and overpayments. So what does this really mean for you, your rights, and your benefits? According to the latest official statements, everyone who has savings between £6,000 and £16,000 will now face tighter scrutiny. While these checks have technically been on the books before, the big change is that the DWP is now moving from theory into full-on action. They are gearing up to actively monitor claimants' bank balances in real time. For many, this is concerning news, especially for those who are unaware that having savings above a certain limit could seriously affect the amount of benefits they receive. If your savings top that £6,000 mark, even just by a few pounds, you could see your monthly benefit payments go down. And if you go beyond the £16,000 cap, brace yourself because you might lose your benefits completely. But this isn't just an empty threat. These new measures come with real teeth. The government is rolling out serious enforcement tools, backed by new legislation, to clamp down on fraud and overpayment like never before. The star player behind this crackdown is the new Fraud, Error, and Debt Bill, currently navigating its way through Parliament. This powerful piece of legislation is designed to give the DWP unprecedented authority to recover overpaid benefits, investigate suspected fraud with greater efficiency, and even impose harsh penalties, including, astonishingly, the suspension of driving licenses in the most extreme cases. Yes, you heard that correctly. If you're found to be cheating the benefit system, the government could revoke your driving privileges as part of the punishment. Liz Kendall, the Secretary of State for Work and Pensions, has been crystal clear on the motive behind these changes. She says, "We are turning off the tap to criminals who cheat the system and steal law-abiding taxpayers' money." The government is driven to put an end to fraudulent claims that drain billions from the UK Treasury each year, and their mission is to ensure that help goes only to those who truly need it. Now, don't panic. We're not talking about sweeping innocent claimants under the rug. The new plan comes with safety nets. There will be independent oversight and transparent reporting systems to make sure these powers are applied fairly, protecting the vulnerable and preventing misuse. But still, these changes mean it's more important than ever for claimants to stay informed and vigilant. So, let's dive deeper into how the savings thresholds actually operate right now under universal credit rules. You're allowed to have up to £6,000 in savings without your benefits being affected in any way. No problem there. But if you have savings above that amount, but less than £16,000, your benefits start to taper off. How? Well, the DWP treats every £250 you have, over £6,000, like it's generating a monthly income of £4.35. To put this in perspective, if you have £6,500 in savings, your universal credit will be reduced by about £8.70 per month. And there's more. This rule isn't exclusive to universal credit. If you're claiming income-related benefits like job seekers allowance, income-related employment and support allowance, ESA income support, or housing benefit, this reduction applies to you too. For every £250, or part of £250, above £6,000, a deduction of £1 per week is made from your entitlement. Since benefits are often paid fortnightly, these deductions can add up fast, especially for people who are only marginally over the limit and may not realize just how much money they could be losing each month. Now here's where it gets even more serious. The DWP is going beyond just asking about savings on paper. They are expanding their power to directly access and check your bank account records. No, you can't just assume your savings won't be noticed anymore. Where many thought a slight increase in their bank balance might slip under the radar, new proposals in the fraud, error, and debt bill are set to give the department legal authority to collaborate with financial institutions and verify whether anyone is underreporting their assets. If discrepancies are discovered, regardless of whether they were intentional or accidental, claimants could be forced to repay the overpaid amounts. And in some cases, this could even lead to legal penalties or more severe consequences. The government defends this strict approach by emphasizing the pressing need to safeguard the benefits system's integrity. Billions of pounds are lost annually to fraud and errors, and officials are under enormous pressure to make sure taxpayer money goes only to those who qualify for support. But this raises a big question. What happens to honest claimants caught in the crossfire, or those who might be penalized due to administrative errors or misunderstandings about the rules? This remains a real worry for many. To ramp up enforcement, the new bill also allows more aggressive actions like freezing payments, garnishing future benefits, or, as we heard earlier, even suspending driving licenses in exceptionally serious cases. An amendment that attempted to limit some of these powers was recently rejected in the House of Lords, making it increasingly likely that the government will approve the full range of enforcement tools before the year ends. So, the million-dollar question is, what should you do to protect yourself if you're receiving benefits and your savings are hovering near or above that £6,000 mark? First and foremost, be transparent. Always report your savings accurately to the DWP, no matter how small the amount. Even if you think it's trivial, hiding or underreporting your savings can cause overpayments to be clawed back, plus it might lead to more serious consequences down the road. It's also a smart move to keep your financial documents updated and organized. This includes records of any income, inheritances, property sales, or sizable financial gifts, as these all count toward your total savings. Having clear documentation ready can make all the difference if you ever need to prove your financial situation. Remember, even if your savings are under £16,000, your benefits can still be reduced, and now with the DWP's strengthened enforcement powers, these cuts are more likely to be applied automatically via routine checks. In fact, this is part of a much broader government push to digitize and tighten control over the benefits system, including advanced data sharing agreements with banks and other financial institutions. The goal? To make sure that fraud and error are zero tolerated and that public funds are safeguarded for those who genuinely need them. Ultimately, while the government's intention is to promote fairness and stop fraud, these changes could have a significant impact on honest claimants relying on benefits to make ends meet. Even small shifts in your financial situation could now trigger noticeable deductions, and ignorance won't be an excuse. This is a fast-moving and evolving situation. The fraud, error, and debt bill continues its journey through Parliament, and we expect to see more updates as it progresses. If this news worries you, or if you want to help someone who might be affected, the best advice is to review your finances today and educate yourself about your rights and responsibilities within the benefits system. Thank you for watching Pensioners Power. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with others. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you in the next video with more insights on the issues that affect the UK. Take care, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest updates.